Hello. What's up, people? Once again, welcome to the Mana Sports Show, coming to you straight from Baraton TV. Here and hereafter, and of course, here we talk about manners. And with me here are the manners gods.
But of course,
it's your girl GL and
Caleb Kamau.
And also, we have a visitor today. Peter is not around, Skylar isn't, but we have a new host in the show.
Okay, good morning. Kiprop Gideon. I'm joining in the manners today. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome, by the way. Yeah.
Thank you. I feel at home.
Yeah. So, Caleb, what are we talking about?
Before I say that, we mentioned feeling at home in one of our shows. He has just mentioned it, feeling at home.
Yeah.
So, if you've been watching, tell us in the comments what that was about. Tafadhali. Yeah. So, we're going to talk about harassment.
Yeah.
Harassment is our topic today. Any kind of harassment. Okay, there is no good or bad harassment. Harassment is just bad. Like, you cannot qualify harassment. It is not how I take it. It is just that. Now, our main focus will be on the type of harassment that doesn't seem like harassment, verbal harassment, and how we, the interpersonal relationships we have with others, and that make us feel like we have the mandate to harass somebody. Yeah,
but we are entitled
my friend.
to harass people. So yeah, maybe we'll talk about the verbal harassment, the physical harassment as well. I just discovered people harass people without knowing they're harassing them. In very many ways. You're just chilling and okay, let me for example, there's this particular time I was it was around almost 10 p.m. So we were heading to my friend's place because we were at my place, and now we were heading to my friend's place. So somehow tukapita place yenye I think kuna kwanga na shop ya wines and spirits. And of course people who hang out there, probably they were drinking, So as we venye tunapita hivi, there's this guy who came and aliruka kwa barabara alafu akatuzuia. So he was like, habari zenyu warembo. And we said, tuko poa. And then you're like, unataka kupita. Na still alikuwa anasonga. The more you try to like evade his presence, the more anakublock, And I think, I can't say ilikuwa pombe, because as much as you're drunk, you have to know that you're harassing someone. So imagine, my friend manages to run away. Mi siku manage to escape. Do you know he held me like seriously? He's trying to push me back. Ati simama nikuongeleshe.
Wow.
And I was like, that's too much. Because seriously, as much as you're drunk, you still have...
Yes, please.
Kwani common sense inaendanga na pombe?
No.
Yeah, and I felt so harassed. If it wasn't for a guy who showed up, mwenye alikuwa anatujua and then akamsukuma.
Yeah.
Imagine, I don't know what would have happened. Up to date, every time I see people who are drunk, nahakikisha tu, it's either nipite mbali, or I don't even pass by that place.
But I mean, you cannot validate that. Like, some people are drunk, but they still have manners.
They are conscious.
Yeah.
Okay, not the overly drunk, but if you don't stagger around and you have the strength to push somebody, like, I want to talk to you, man, that means up here, it is just the alcohol that is giving you the courage to do this, and you're hyping yourself up. Man up, by the way, man up, be a man. Whatever you're doing, like, you don't do that, and don't excuse bad behavior because you are under the influence. I'm pretty sure if you confronted that person, they would have said that it's because of the alcohol, and
of course,
don't blame
they
it.
They always make alcohol as an excuse.
Then
there's no excuse ati ulikuwa umelewa. Nani alikutuma uleo kuja waras watu?
Excuse you.
Maybe what I can say about that is that in the contemporary world we are living today, this verbal harassment is very common.
Yeah.
And it's because of the patriarchal society in which we are living in. Even if I should ask you what was the gender of that guy, you will tell me he's a male.
Yeah, of course, he's a male.
Yeah, because we grew up in Africa, in Kenya specifically, in a society where male patriarchy is dominant, and they use language to demean, for example, women, for example, like you. So they will want to they will take alcohol as an agent that they will not sober, but truly sobriety is always on the there is always supply of common sense. But when there is short supply of common sense, someone will come and say that if you try to sue them, they'll say, I was drunk. But you see, someone is conscious. In fact, they always say it's called conscientiousness. Where like someone comes to approach you and insults you verbally as a lady, because do you know what does the society tell us? That ladies are weak people, they can't do anything. Okay? You see, we are transitioning from the physical harassment to the verbal one. Now that these days the physical one is that the courts have come in and everything.
So people take advantage and use the verbal one because it's hard to.
It's the best they can do.
And do you know what? Do you know what? You see, it's very hard because it is not recorded first. Because this, for example, in this show, like what we are talking here is recorded. Someone can sue us about it. But now verbal harassment, like someone will insult you, but you have no evidence, like it is not recorded. You see? And this affects actually women. And you see, women who have not been told about like how, like their self-esteem, their worth. Someone will, for example, tell you, if you don't greet them, okay, they tell you are a liar.
You know, hey, your point. You meet guys out here. Unapita tu, yani umepiga tu luku yako safi, unapita tu hapo kwa barabara, and then this guy wants to say hi to you, and they're like, sasa mrembo, unasema poa, and you just pass on kwambia ati simama nikusalimia, and then when you don't, wanaanza kukutusi, unaringa, sijui sasa unadhani umepiga luku, sijui we ni nini. They start calling you names. That's harassment, guys. You know? And that's bad manners, because why would you insult someone just because they chose not to stand and greet you?
Meaning, you do not have the qualities to make that person stand. So you are trying to coerce. You are trying to coerce the person. For example, if it's a lady, like who is not even of your standard, and even in a dream it is unimaginable. it cannot happen even in a dream.
Dream.
So you're trying to manipulate language which you have no prowess about it. You're trying to manipulate by insulting. And even, for example, in a society, verbal, you see, verbal, it has to do with connotation. For example, if we say today here, the word, someone insults a woman, malaya, okay? Everyone will always see you in the society as someone who is backward, barbaric, and who is not morally upright. But that is a woman. But when we call someone else malaya, a man, it doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't.
So you see how language has been used in the contemporary society to insult other people verbally. And this thing is common, especially in the grassroots, in the back in the village, where someone will tell you, a father will tell a child, okay, you stupid boy, you look like your mother. You see, that is language. Okay, so language also has been used to verbalize, like to demean women, even at the grassroots level.
And whatever, Gideon, you're talking about, it brings out some point about pride. Harassment comes from a point of pride. You feel like, you're
better than the other person.
Like, you're superior and everything, and they have to submit to your needs or to whatever you want them or to whatever you're subjecting them.
Mm-hmm.
The pride is the one that shows these people that, you know, I can do anything, I can tell you whatever I want. After all, you're
You
a
can't do
woman. After all,
anything.
you're my subordinate. It's
watu wataanza kusema hapa tunaongea ati feminism. No, this is not anything
it's not
about
being
feminism, guys. Yeah, this is the truth. Most of the
Basic
men
etiquette.
actually wanatumia hiyo nini, the fact that they are superior. They insult people, they abuse the women verbally because they know that there's nothing we can do. No, there's something we can do. If you decide, we can sue you actually, right? Because it's not cool whatever you're doing. Like ni kama hata maybe the guy you're trying to woo the lady, you know, umemkatia akakukataa. Sasa juu amekukataa unakuja hapa ati sijui unadhani hata wewe ni nini, you know, you're insulting someone just because they said no to you. Everyone has a right to say no. I don't have to like sasa juu umenikatia umefanya nini I say yes. Alafu ati unani insult juu nimekataa.
You see Lily, is that men's expectations when prognosing to propose in a relationship is that I should win. But they don't always see the negative side. That is now when the verbal comes in. That I was good to you as a lady before you approached me, but now that I've rejected your offer, now you become to insult me. And even verbal harassment goes beyond individual level. That you go and insult my name outside there to your friends. That you see that lady because I didn't accept your proposal as a lady. That you see that lady is like she's a woman. No, not can I say like she loves men. I'm looking for the right term to. You see, so in fact it's called character assassination. Verbal harassment has been used to assassinate women in terms of character. That someone goes and says this and this about you, yet it's not true. Like it is hypothesis. It is not they are not facts, you know. They are facts and they are hypotheses.
And it's saddening when you're listening to my story demeaning somebody else. Like this says a lot about me and who I am as a friend to you. Can't you like read in between the lines? Probably, not even probably, most definitely. These are the same things I'm saying behind your back to somebody else. So if you don't tell me, yo Caleb, this is what you're saying, it's not right, don't do this. If you don't have values yourself. But anyway, see, birds of a feather
flock together.
You don't see that.
Which reminds me of episode 1. We talked about these people who stay in a particular place talking about people and just gossiping. And it reminds me that these same people are the same people who actually abuse people verbally. Because it could be wamejisanya mahali and then you are passing by, they tell you something and maybe you respond venye wako wanataka, or maybe you ignore them. You get that? So they start saying you know, like wanakubu ina nini,
which is harassment.
And you wonder what's wrong with you people. Niko kwa shughuli zangu msee. What's wrong with you people?
And you know, that's Lily. It's always common, even here in campus, where people walk in drones. Like they walk a group of 12 to like a
15,
drone. 12, 15, 5 groups. So as a lady, like you're in such a road. For example, a certain street here in Bara. And there's no other escape route. You have to pass that road. But you see, like you have the freedom to greet them or not. And why should you greet them, by the way? Yet you're focused on going to your destiny. But now they'll boo you up. But now the problem comes in. You see, most of the people, for example, in this country, they are not empowered. Most of the women are not empowered. So you see, they will have that, like those they think that this is how like life is. It's a culture. But empowered women,
people, you normalize with it because you're like, it's how it is.
But you see, empowered women now, no one will dare boo them up. Okay, for example, now look, let's say a lecturer here can pass where there are drones of gentlemen.
But no one will say anything.
Because that's an empowered woman. But a first year here will be harassed.
She'll be humiliated and.
But now, for example, the purpose of this show is to enhance and make the women out there empowered, so that they can know their rights. That's everyone. You have a freedom of speech, but the freedom of speech stops at my nose. Yeah, you cannot come here and tell us that I insulted this person and this person because of the freedom of speech.
No,
like freedom has limitation.
It's true. Freedom has limitation. Freedom has some boundaries as well. We've been talking about boundaries for a while. Freedom has boundaries. You just don't abuse them. Like unakuja tu, you talk to someone the way you want to talk to them. You insult someone the way you want to insult them. And also talking about maybe also physical harassment. Najua kuna vitu zingine mnadhani si harassment, lakini harassment. Umepatana na mtu ukamsalimia, umeshake mkono yake, and then unataka kuachilia mkono,
you don't,
na wanakuamilia hiyo mkono, man, wanashika
and they are not married
Julia, they are not married to you, they are not
dating.
We are not dating, we are not
I
anything.
just chose
I
to
know you,
handshake you.
just because we are people, like we know each other. Tukapatana, and then I chose to shake your hand. Na unakuamilia mkono yangu. Unakuamilia, najaribu kutoa, unakuamilia kabisa ati wewe ngoja. You know?
You see, Debbie, I hear you. That is very common in the villages.
Yes. No.
And even here,
I've seen it here.
Ama wanachiko mkono yako.
You see, I wanted to say it is more traditional. Like someone shakes your hand and a lady and
anachiko. Sayo amekwamilia mkono.
You see, like this is, you see, education is a deliberate attempt to acquire and transmit worthwhile knowledge from one generation to another, so that it can bring to a process of change. If you are in campus here right now and you still perform such bad manners, then it's shame on you.
Yeah, shame on you, man.
Because
shame on you.
There is nothing. There's no difference between you and someone who is an a polytechnic back in the village.
Illiterate. In fact, totally
in
illiterate person.
In the polytechnic are well behaved.
Yeah.
Because you are overt behavior does not reciprocate someone who is studying in a university of
higher learning.
Yeah, you should be better. Like, you see, they always say you are out of a certain village. For example, let me use which village? Let me use you are out of Kisii village, but the Kissiness is still in you. I mean, the bad manners is still inherent in you. Yet you should be an agent of change. Like, it is always prudent that someone shakes your hand, hello, good morning. They have no right to hold your hand. In fact, as you're speaking, someone like that now, you should be even dismissed from campus, and he's a criminal.
I mean,
he's a criminal.
Why are you in campus and
why you in campus and behave like a village? Like, man. We are. You see, we are intellectual human beings, and we should be civilized.
Yes.
They always say that we don't embrace the Western culture, but I see at some point we should embrace civility.
Yeah, by the way.
Yeah.
It's true.
You filter out what is good, leave the bad part. Now, problem is we filter what is good, but still bring the bad part. Where we come from, it's not like everything is good from where we come from. We come from African societies that are full of egoism, full of man, it's sad. It's just sad.
Sad.
I don't even know how to explain this, but man, it comes from a point where a man is so elevated. You feel like you have the rights to this woman. You feel like you have the rights to do anything to this lady. It is not. You don't have the right to do that. She's her own person. She has her own rights as much as you have yours. She has an identity.
Very true.
Please,
and you know
respect.
If I can echo what Caleb said in terms of physical harassment. I grew up in a society where we used to travel those days, and we used to travel like using public means. And you see, even when I was a student in the recent days, in high school and whatever, this character is still being perpetuated, and by who? Men in the Kenyan society. For example, I used to go to school. You have your bag here, and you have your shopping here, and you are going to stage to take to book your matatu, to a certain destination, and like you are ambushed. It's like you are in somewhere in Pokot, you are being ambushed by bandits. Like someone else tries to hold your bag. Someone else is trying to pull off your shopping. Someone else is trying to hold your hair. Like these conductors, they are very bad manners.
Man,
very bad manners. You see,
mannerless.
You see, yes, we have, like, in fact, the Kenyan context. The transport sector should install ethics. There should be ethics.
Yes, because these people harass people very seriously.
You are not handling a criminal. You are handling a customer who is a passenger.
And you're like, please, ngojeni kwanza. You know, I haven't even told you where I'm going.
Yeah, in fact, here we are not dealing with even conductors. We are dealing with thieves.
Yes.
Because even at some point, someone else, you even lose balance. Your shoe is there, like,
imagine.
And if you are not proactive or assertive, they will even rob you.
And you know, let me tell you something. These people, I normally see them, it's as if they even take advantage to touch you inappropriately.
Yeah.
Because sasa mwingine anachukua bag, mwingine anachukua sijui bag nyingine hapa, and then all of a sudden you realize someone is touching you inappropriately. Like, you people, like, we need to have manners. Kai, you kitu by then is going.
Yeah, it's true.
I actually promised myself anytime I'm coming back to school and I have to make a stop in Nakuru, either to using public transport to, like, stop from Nakuru, get a car, come to, Kapsabet. I'll make sure I'm in Nakuru very early in the morning at 7 before those goons, because they are goons. Those people steal from
they
you.
Loot.
They pickpocket you. It's not good. Why do we have county government and the take care of these places, man? Take care of people. I cannot. Even before I've alighted from this vehicle, somebody has already opened the window. Bro, where you going? Like, you're grabbing me. It's through the window. Yeah, and by the time the boot is being opened, somebody has a bag. He's like, who's this? Unaenda wapi? Like, yo, this is personal. These are man.
Yeah, you see, in Kenya, we know that you are fighting poverty, but we don't fight poverty by violence.
We don't.
Of course, we are looking for money in different ways, but we should have manners. You see, education is something which is not, it doesn't have an age. We learn new things each and every day. So learning good manners in the transport sector now, that we are handling customers, we are not handling robots.
And you're handling a human being.
And even robots are handled using remotes, and
gently.
And gently, you see, they are given directions, even if it is programmed. You see, but now here you are handling an intellect human being who knows that I'm going this place and this place at this time. You see,
so
those are the manners.
When I'm coming to Kapsabet, why take me to Homa Bay?
So Lily and Caleb, those are the manners which are called archaic.
Yes.
Like, they should be left in the letter. We're in the 21st century, right?
Yeah,
those are things which were common in those times, even the medieval times. But now we are living in a contemporary world where people should become civilized. Leave these archaic bad manners, okay, and transition to a new generation.
It won't cost you anything.
It
won't cost you anything.
That's for real. So I think, guys, we actually need to have manners. I know harassment is a very, very, very wide topic.
We've not
even started. But at least somehow you know what we're talking about. Like, let's stop this physical harassment, verbal harassment, the things that we feel like we are not harassing, but we're actually harassing people, you know? And okay, before we wind up, there's a story I've heard how women harass men. Now it's not the men harassing. Yes.
Vis-a-vis.
Sometimes whether you also find a group of women also, like, they are in that group of theirs. Na pia wana harass the men the same way. But kuna moja ili catch my attention. Tuseme people are in maybe in a club or they are in a house party, and then a lady note maybe amependa a guy. So she tries to woo this guy, but the guy maybe hataki, you know?
Not for it.
So what she does, maybe anamtrick waingie kwa bedroom, and then the moment washafika huko akimwambia anataka hivi, and then the guy says no, they scream and they say that the guy has harassed them. He wants to rape me. And I'm like, oh my God, women.
Me on counter-attack. You scream, I scream.
You scream, I scream. You see, Caleb, you see the society in which we are in, is that
they
when a woman
screams, they favor
the woman, because now they are like, what do you call? they are alienated. They have less power.
You know, by the
But
time
just
she
imagine you
screams,
screaming, groaning with these beards. You see,
Me will
Like-
pass my point across.
You know,
There's no way you
know,
can
by
do
the
that
time
to
she's
me.
screaming, ashararua hadi nguo
Yeah.
as evidence that
The bride side is always
mumesimama
out.
na yeye mko kwa hii room na yeye na
The bride
yeye
side
ndio
is
akona
out.
tattered clothes.
Yeah.
Okay, but okay, I will ask these people. I will go to the extent of she has torn her clothes, right?
Yeah.
Let's look for the DNA or the fingerprints on those
Or
clothes.
whatever. Of
But
course,
you
I
see-
really
I
have to
my
cost you
hands.
money now.
Yeah, I'd rather do that to protect
but
because
you
you
see,
cannot
Caleb,
do that for me.
You see, even
Do that
but
to me.
those ones now are for people who are empowered, even financially, because
Yes.
that's when you see it's a long process. And also, Lily, as you speak of women, we have it's like this show, but it's only that men always harass women verbally, but even women
Yeah.
harass men verbally.
Yeah.
What is happening in our families today? Mannerless.
Very.
You see,
In
as
marriage.
a wife, you want something from your husband, okay? And because now you've been married, there's no shortcut route to divorce, okay? Now because you are now there, or maybe your husband he's just a cool guy, okay? You give him all kinds of insults
Yeah.
for you to get maybe certain favors, which is mannerless of women also.
Yeah.
And this has brought what is called a spatial disorientation, where the future is dark for families.
Yes.
Because
The kids, man.
because it affects the mental health. You see, what you say
Will affect
is recorded in
someone
the mental
psychologically,
lexicon,
yeah.
and it affects. That's why we are growing up kids and families which are unhealthy mentally.
Yeah. Because of most of the time, but they actually in families, people who harass people verbally are the women. You know,
Yeah.
because there's nothing else. You can't beat up your husband, so you decide now you're going to abuse him verbally.
Yeah.
Which is not really cool. So as human beings, let's learn to treat each other with respect. Let's learn to speak to each other with respect.
Dignity.
Yeah, you know, like we are human beings. We should relate very well. Let's avoid this verbal abuse, physical abuse, and there's actually also, I heard there's something called power harassment. We won't talk about that, but there are many types of harassment.
Yeah.
But at least for this one which we've talked about, let's try our best to really avoid them and be manner. Let's manner up. Tulisema hii kitu ya manner fuliko kweli. Is that an English word?
No, we should man up.
Yeah, we should manner up.
Yeah,
you
we
know?
should man up. Yeah.
Yes. So as we are going to wind up, okay, game. All right. So this game, it's a fun one and it's very embarrassing as well. So
Okay.
you make a funny sound, and if one of us laughs, they're out of the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we are
Or
starting with,
if you make a funny sound and you laugh, you're out of the game.
we're starting with this one.
No, this way.
No.
What about
CDG.
some of us who are not blessed with?
Just make any sound.
Okay.
Yes. You might be the one winning. You might be the one who doesn't.
Oh God. No, you have to start. Okay, my name is Kamau. Let's leave Caleb. At least I'm K. I will come last. Let's use Kamau for today.
No.
I think Caleb, they always say ladies first.
Oh, by the way, ladies first. Yeah, ladies first.
No,
So,
no.
we're ready.
Nyi muna misuse word
Gideon,
sana.
let's get
Unajua
ready.
hivyo?
Yeah.
You guys misuse this word all the
Yeah,
time.
ladies first.
No,
Yeah.
now ladies first ilikuwa inakuja time yenye hii mambo na women empowerment haikuwa imefika. Now women are empowered.
Yeah, but you should be more
Yeah,
empowered. You should
I'm
be
a
more
feminist. I'm a feminist.
You're
and
empowered to
I don't
lead
believe
the
in
game.
ladies first.
You're
I believe in
empowered to
equality.
go first.
I believe in equality.
Yes, you believe
Or
in
equity,
equality.
actually.
No, it's equity,
Gender
actually.
equity.
But even if you
Yes.
had to vote here, Lily, you go first because you are the only gender.
Yes, please.
Who is who is a lady?
That's not fair.
Yeah, so thank you. Lady.
Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. Embarrassing. But anyway.
Yeah, yes, please.
Yeah, so
Yes,
I
please.
think you go.
You know, these sounds will come with some other whatever
Facial expression.
whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, guys, please don't laugh and
We're waiting. Straight faces. Woo!
you're out. It's you.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm out. It's the
Meh. Meh.
Woo woo.
Thank you.
Yeah, you see now we are men. Yeah, you see, Caleb.
Okay, I wanted to win this game, man.
I'm now the winner. You see, I'm now the winner, and in fact, you should buy me tea because.
No, the winner. You're the winner. You should gift us something. You know, you're the champion.
You're the champion,
Do
so...
bazoo. Do something for us.
But you see, men are created to, like, if you've ever read this book by Charles Dickens called Hard Times,
Yeah.
that children there are expected to, like, be strict people.
Yes.
Yeah, like, even when fighting, verbal harassment that we've been talking about.
Yeah.
You see, men are created to start advancing, not like ladies. You see, ladies will always laugh.
What are you
Yeah.
saying?
This nigga here loved the first
No,
one.
no, but who you say? They say he who laughed the last,
Uh-huh.
laughed the longest. Who laughed the last? You're the one.
Okay, anyway, guys.
It's fine. It's
Thank you very much. We shall see you in the next show. I hope you have learned something from this show today. And with this harassment thing, let's try to improve on that part. So thank you very much. Remember to share this to your friends, families.
Please do.
Yes. Remember to like and remember to subscribe to our channel, Baraton
And to learn from it.
and hereafter, and to learn from it.
Yeah.
Usikwe una watch too.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah, so we shall see you in the next episode. Bye bye.
Bye.
Have you?